Well, I want to get to some of Game's tweets.
We'll go to 2 and
And the tweets
2.5.
that, and so Game responded to people who
It's a lot of
acted
records.
like he wasn't on Eminem's level.
A
This is
lot of
what Game
records.
tweeted. Oh, nope, I went to the wrong tweet. He said, all this talk I see on the net saying Eminem is better than me because he sold more records. It's like saying McDonald's is better than Tam's Burgers. It's false. This they just put more money in McDonald's and promote that shit and promote the shit out of the Happy Meal, dangling toys in kids' faces. I like it. I like it. He had more to say. He said, fuck how many records he sold. You sold or I sold. That's just numbers on the paper. Some little award that ain't no bigger than my YMCA trophy. They only want you to believe in yourself to a certain extent. Soon as you start telling yourself you're better than their chosen one or challenge the machine, they start feeding the internet stats. Ooh, like I give a fuck how many records the next man sold. Now, I think the stat that he's talking about is a stat that I don't understand. So I'm seeing this popping up everywhere after Game proclaimed this. This is from Rock the Bells. They said, another milestone for Marshall. The Record Industry Association of America, RIAA, recently announced that in a press release that the Detroit MC has received 73.5 million new gold and platinum program certifications, making him the most awarded musician for singles in RIAA history. Eminem also is only one of 7 artists in the genre or era with 3 or more Diamond Album Awards. I don't understand what that means, and I might be slow. I don't, listen, y'all know my background in radio and industry, and we've talked industry, politics, and economics with previous guests like Kwame or whatever. I thought one certification would be like, okay, my single is out, I went gold, that's one certification. Then platinum, that's 2 certifications, right? Double platinum, 3 certifications, and on and so forth, whatever, right? How many certifications can one single have, and how do you get to 73.4 million actual certifications? I don't understand it. Because let's just say, Coop, let's just say one song for whatever reason in each country or whatever somehow ended up getting 1,000 certifications. So you got 100 songs with 1,000 certifications. That's only 100,000. How do we get to this 73.5 million? I don't understand, man. Can you explain that to me?
No, actually, Mike, what I was about to say is that I don't tell people this too often, Mike, but when I went to college and I took calculus, Mike, I didn't just get an A in calculus, Mike. I had a 97 average in calculus, and I have no idea what type of arithmetic these motherfuckers are doing. And I had a 97 in calculus, and that was what I was thinking the entirety of the time while you were talking, truthfully. I was like, I got a 97 in calculus. I have no idea what type of math that they're doing.
I've always been great in math as well.
Math at a fairly high level within the last decade of my. I don't know what that is. That might be what Game is talking about in the tweet.
Well, all right. So Gray 88 says 73 million. No, Gray 88 says 73 millions is singles sales plus album sales. They didn't say sales. They said certifications.
Certifications.
I mean, that's what the verbiage is saying. They didn't say 73 million in sales. They said certifications. That I don't understand.
Very problematic. Because hold on, one certification used to be 500,000 records sold, correct? That was your first
certification. That's one certification, yeah, because you're certified gold, right?
Certified gold,
right?
500,000,
right? And people are spreading this news like they understand it, and I'm like, when I saw it, I was like, I'm not gonna spread this because I don't understand it.
Are there that many people on Earth? If you were to do that arithmetic, like you could do the arithmetic on that, apply a derivative to it, and I think there would still be like it would equate to more people actually being on Earth than the actual numbers dictate. Like, what in the fuck is that?
So I guess the best way to break this down, right? Because not every one of his songs, let's just say every one of his songs is certified whatever, whatever. Based on how many songs he actually has that have certifications, what's the average amount of certifications per song when we looking at 73.5 million?
How many million certifications did they say?
73.5. DeCarlo says, Mike, keep it real. Y'all just really want to say that Eminem ain't better than no black MC just to say this. Just say it. We're grown here. That's not what it's about. We're just putting everything in context. It's our job to put everything in context. We talk about Kendrick Lamar not putting out an album in 5 years. We talk about Andre 3000 not having any solo works outside of Outkast. We talk about even Jay-Z not really having a lot of great output in the 2000s without Kanye's involvement. But whenever we talk about Eminem, somehow this is about something other than music.
You know what I want to see now? I want to see death certificates, okay? Like Ice Cube's album, okay? Something's not right with the numbers.
Well, I mean, it's interesting the game is saying what he's saying. It sounds a lot, kind of valid. I mean, because it seems like these numbers are just created at this point. And, we used to be able to quantify, certain things. Like I was telling you offline. Back in the day, you go into anybody's house, they got the Thriller album. I remember in the 90s, you go into anybody's house, you see that Ready to Die CD. But when we're talking about the streaming era, there's really no way to quantify the validity of any of these numbers because it's not like you can walk in somewhere and see somebody streaming. Now, I do know this in my walk of life, and maybe I'm out of touch or whatever, I don't know. I don't think I am. Nobody is playing Eminem records to that degree. And you guys got to ask yourself, when you go to hip-hop concerts, and there's a DJ out there opening up for the act or in the intermission or anything, playing their mix, how many Eminem records do you hear? Do you hear any DJs spinning Eminem records whenever you're going to your hip-hop concerts?
Don't nobody be hearing none of that.
Let me get to a super chat from Brian, man. He said, this was announced directly from the RIAA. Do you think that they're fabricating numbers? He has more gold and platinum single records than anyone ever. Do I think that they're fabricating numbers? Yes, they're a part of the music industry, so I don't think that they would be above such. What are you talking about? They all work together.
Hold on. He was saying that that's like saying, do you think the NCAA takes money under the table and misappropriates the funds? It's
do you think the government passes bills to, never mind. I don't want to go there.
Hold on. Certification criteria. Damn all that. I'm looking this up.
Go ahead. Do the research.
Don't add it because the numbers say there aren't this many people on earth for him to get this many certifications based on what we believe the criteria that it actually takes for you to become actually registered and certified. So
how many people on earth do have that, have the streaming access? If we keep it real.
Yes, this is still about gold and platinum certification.
So going gold gives you one certification.
So how many billions of people have died then? Because he had 73 point.
So he went gold. Listen to this, guys. He went gold or platinum.
Do the numbers.
No. Listen to this. He went gold or platinum 73 million times. Come on, guys. Yeah. Is that what the news is? So he said, according to auditors. Listen, somebody has to do it.
Not going to the Rock Nation brunch. Not going to the Aftermath luncheon.
Well, listen.
It's gonna be right here in the basement.
Listen, the game might invite us to whatever brunch he's going to.
You know how to count. This right here says gold and platinum awards are earned by artists who have met rigorous standards. The recipients join the ranks of the most iconic recording artists. This, you know what it says right above it? Certification criteria. Gold and platinum awards. Certification criteria. Audit requirements. According to audit? Yeah. Hold on. Audit requirements. Hold on.
No, hold on. Michael Tesseract says, I might have butchered your last name. He says, you might as well not believe that Kanye and Hov are billionaires. But no, I see people with title. I see people with Yeezys. I see people selling Yeezys. Like, you can kind of, you know what I mean? Like, you see the prices on Yeezys. You see the how many people are walking around with Yeezys. You see the what is it? Not the upsell. You know what I'm talking about? The off-market sale when people be buying them up. You see them lines. You see this stuff. We can't quantify these things. It's not the same thing, Michael. I'm sorry.
Hold on. We might have something right here in this. Each permanent digital album or physical album sale count as 1 unit for certification purposes. 10 permanent track downloads from the album count as 1 unit for certification purposes. 1,500 on-demand audio and or video streams from the album count as 1 unit for certification purposes. So it's in like your YouTube matters too.
Okay.
And getting certified in it. So there we go.
So this is what we need to do. We need to put this in context. This is not the same as Michael Jackson Thriller certifications. No. This is not the same as Purple Rain certifications. No, they're actually cooking the books in the sense where they're counting. They're minimizing what certifications are by a big number.
Because people got to get paid, so you know.
And people got to look good, so you know, yeah, the fight's fixed.
Hold on, you want to talk about some economics now? Now I'm ready to talk about some economics now that we read this, because I can explain the economics of how music companies like to rape artists all through this whole breakdown changing. Want to talk about that? Yay.
Brian says, it's sad y'all going out like Alex Jones. No, we're not, man.
Who's Alex Jones?
The numbers have changed. Alex Jones, a conspiracy theorist. Listen.
I'm reading the numbers live from the RIAA, and I don't know who Alex Jones is, nor do I give a damn. I'm reading the text right here.
Well, let me get to the game. I mean, we're just reacting to what the game says, and he speaks to this a little bit more in this tweet, and then we'll move on. He said, major labels are known for buying albums and paying off everyone to boost the sales of the artists that they choose to shine light on. If you ain't dancing for masses tune, you lose your budget, and the machine is taking your project and putting work on another artist that will be sucking, you know what. A lot of people, y'all have no idea what goes on behind closed doors at these labels. I've been front and center, and I've kept quiet about a lot of this shit, mainly because I didn't care about it enough to take time out of my life to open up that can of worms. But I'm tired of the lies and the bullshit and the propaganda they're throwing out here for fans to gobble up. Conspiracy, smear campaigns, and blackballing niggas been bouncing around the industry my entire career. I'm back outside, and I'm in this industry shit about to get shook the fuck up. Translation for those who don't know how major record companies do business, it's a machine designed to work the artists who play nice and Master's House, I was too unapologetically black and cut the puppet strings early in my career and decided to rebel. Sorry about that. That was a lot.
It was.
It was. Listen, I'm happy for Game and everything that he's bringing to light, and I think it's very interesting that that's his perspective, and the first person that he wants to challenge is Eminem. I think that says a lot. And then as soon as he puts this challenge out there, these numbers come out. So, you know, coincidentally. Blue Collar Hustler says, Coop, I'm still traumatized. You only gave Nas Legacy a 9.
Can we talk about
that? By God, brother. We're about to get to this other rating system, too. So we got like 200 people in here. We're about to get to the ratings. Miss Emil, shout out to Miss Emil, man. You be checking in the show a lot. She said RIAA is restricted to certification in the U.S. only, which makes it seem even more odd.
Hold on. You're telling me that's not worldwide?
Right. I thought it was worldwide. I guess not.
I retract my statement about making more sense, and I find it to be very problematic. I guess we Alex Jones or whoever. Whatever.
Rusty Nail says, Mike, do you have white friends? Yes, I do.
What kind of shit is that?
Y'all are
What are
wild,
you
man.
doing? Y'all wild.